Hi there. So let's talk about today backtesting, because backtesting is very important because you are training your muscle memory, and muscle memory is very important when you want to be a trader, because through the muscle memory it gives you nice edge basically to find the same similar patterns, behaviors, what was happening before. And it's very important to notice those things, because it is much better to take next trades, because you know already, oh, I see that behavior pattern before like 10 times or 20 times even. So let's jump in. So first thing what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mark my rejection highs. And why I'm gonna do that is basically I wanna identify what kind of zones they are. It's very important to understand. So the first thing what I see here is we have this M pattern here. Next thing, we have this M pattern here. So that's tell me this zone is Paris zone. And now if you see this price action here, that's mean we disrespect the Paris zone principles. We disrespect it. And if you see here, we kind of want to go lower, but here we grab much more energy to push up, and now we disrespect that zone. So what happened in next zone? We have straight away the Paris structure, and the price action was pushing downside. So one thing what I want to show you here, it's very important. Like if you look in the pattern now here, going up, and now we have this high here, but price action actually didn't break it, and it was pushing all the way down here. So right now what I can say you, this price action actually respect the Paris zone principles, because we didn't when we want to disrespect that zone, the price action has to go pick the highs, retest it, and going back here. But that didn't happen. In the other ways, I can talk this one here. Now we see we have this W. Now we break the high, retest it, and going straight back to the rejections. So that means we respect that. In further notice, we can actually already say this is bullish zone here, and we're gonna find some holders soon. So now we see price is pushing back, break the structure, retest the structure, and going more downside. So now we think we need found some holders, and how we found those? We have to go back to the last structure break. So we have this last structure break and this last structure break. So let's zoom in here. So here is very important thing what I want to show you is how to identify the price ranging area. So we have bottom to the top. So the thing is, we see clearly it's a ranging market. And the one thing what I want to show you is what is upcoming movement, so what we respect. So now I want to take this top and those body tops here, this to this side and the opposite too, because and now we take the body lows and this wick here. So I want to show you right now this thing. So this moment here tells me market want to go upside, and now market's going upside, retest that thing and say to me market wanna go upside, because that zone is here, zone is pushing higher and that zone is pushing lower. So that's mean we disrespect that zone here, and here we respect that zone here. Now if I'm gonna pull this zone here, now we even see what was holding that pattern up, what was giving the energy of that pattern here. So let's do this one here. So the one thing what they're gonna notice is we have loads of price action here in that zone, like a lot. So that can identify me already. Here can be the same thing. And now we know this price, this zone is a bullish zone. And now we think when we wanna respect that zone, that's mean we have to break that rejection high zone. So we have to break that zone, or we're gonna disrespect that zone. We have to go lower. And when those things like so the next trade what you can take is only when you break higher or break lower. So let's talk how to identify this price action here, because it's ranging a lot. So the first thing, let's put our rejection highs and rejection lows. So now we see clearly how price is rejected here, rejected here, rejected here, and then rejected here. And here is one very important thing what I wanna show you is why we touch this zone. So what we have to understand was here was huge push to the upside, and we want to break above this rejection high to go longs. Like when we box this one in. So that means all the energy what we have in this zone right now was pushing highs. Wanna push higher, but we failed to break the rejection high zone. So that means we don't have any more energy and we have to collect more energy. That's why the price is now actually retesting that zone here. So that's give the words to my brain is, so this is gonna be our last try, because this is our last energy what we can gather around this area. So that's our last time to break our rejection highs. So, and if you look at the price action now, we actually didn't even break this rejection high what we have inside the ranging market. We didn't even go even here. And now we see clearly when we box in this one, top to the bottom, we break lower. The next price action, top to the bottom, we break lower, and now we actually retest now. So this was one pretty good entry, but right now we have to understand this entry will be only take profit will be here. For me is when I'm gonna go back here, like we have loads of room to actually fall down. So in that question, let's take actually our other level of holders. So we have to identify now where is those price action break here. So the first thing what I see is this one here. So we see clearly we have rejection, rejected, break above, retest, and going higher, because this body is basic full body candlestick. And first time when we break higher, we break higher, and now we have pullback here. So this is gonna be my zone, the first pullback. This is gonna be my zone, and now I'm gonna track this zone all the way there. And let's take the next zone. So the next zone was exactly this one here. So this is from here already. And now you see how this retested, and just shoot up. So we need those both zones right now here. So very important thing is this principle here is breaking the zone, retest, and going down. So right now you can add here a small position to start going downside. But here, now we know we actually break the level of the holder, and now what prices want to do when we break the level of the holder, going to next level of the holder, what is down here. So again, what we're gonna do, we're gonna box in, bottom to the top, extract this one here, and now we have the same principle here. We break the structure, we retest it, and going down. Exactly the same what we have up here. And now this will be your trade here. Stop loss above rejection highs, and this will be your first stage profit, and you can hold it here if you want. You know, that's already level of the understanding of the trading. But this is first super awesome trade what you can take, like very good. You see the principles, you know already the previous journey, you have like huge journey here, and you know it, and you take the action here. And now if you're gonna go in the future, so this zone is gonna be next zone to have something like that, or we get rejected, and going back here. And then most likely we're gonna go much lower here. We're gonna go much lower, and to go much lower is when we have this price action here, we're gonna box in. This is the ranging market here. You see, its market is ranging. Then we break, retest, and go. So now what we have to do is you take these body lows and this wick here. So if you're gonna break, if you're gonna break lower, so this is gonna be next movement. But at the same time, we have to understand we have pretty smooth edge here. You see, it's a pretty smooth edge here. So this is how you do your backtesting. You identify the patterns, you identify the zones. Oh, and the zones. So this is the bearish zone. Again, bearish zone, and bullish zone, and bullish zone. So what happened here? We disrespect the bullish zone principles, and now here we disrespect the bullish zone principles, and now we're going lower, and price action is back to the same zone. So now is the point: do we respect that zone or we disrespect that zone? Let's do what we're gonna do. Let's do Bitcoin. So first thing what I identify already is this pattern here, like super clear. I'm gonna show you right now why. So if you look this structure here, we have this super here rejection lows, and if you now take the rejection low, and what I can identify right now is price is actually holding that level here. So let's box that in. Actually, let's box the level of holder first. So this is the level of the holder, and now we know what is. So this weight is fighting with that weight here. This is the level of the holder, that's the weight of the above, and that's the weight of below. And now you see when the price is breaking the level of the holder, the first thing what I notice is when we break that, we're gonna go there, here, higher. Now we break the lows, back here, back this one, and this one. And if I'm gonna bring this one here, so what you notice is this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So price is making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and breaking downside. So it's a Paris confirmation for me. So back to the thing. So when we retest that level of the holder, so only place where to go long is this tiny zone here, like this little tiny zone here. only place to go long is here, and to go is that level here. So we have already much more information what is telling us the price is gonna go much lower to gather more energy to go and break that zone here. So now what we can notice is exactly the same thing. We have this principle, we're gonna break the level of holder, retest, and going lower. Like those principles playing out all the time. And now where is this level of holder, where is your take profit? We have to go back here to see the breaking structure here. So let's zoom in. Bright and clear. Let's take the same thing, top to the bottom. You see the ranging, you see how price want to break, you see this little pattern here, fail, wanna break again, fail, gathering some more energy, and now we're gonna go higher and higher. So for me the level of the retest was here, so that's the level of the holder what is holding this pattern up. So we need this, so we need this one drag here, and this was your take profit place if you want to sell here. So we break the structure, retest, so your entry will be here, take profit down here, and stop loss above the last rejection high here. So this was the trade, absolutely perfect. And now price is going back. Ooh, I have now another super good thing. Remember when we talk only place to get long is that zone here. So when we're gonna track this zone now in the here, what you're gonna see, rejection, breaking highs, grab the energy, and now if you look here how nicely we retested, and the price is breaking highs again. The same principle but opposite sides. The same zone here, super good here. And that's basically how you do the backtesting. You have to really actually focus if you are backtesting. Like the same principle here, like what we was talking about, to level to go long. Exactly the same thing here. When you take this little one here, breaking, retest, and going. Like you have to focus and zoom in those little zones. Like we have to identify those zones, because those are gonna be our entry points, our stop loss points, or our take profit points. It's very important. And oh, let's ask, we have question here. So is there a special time period when you exactly para 363 50-minute man, best one, absolutely best one. So basically all this video is exactly for you, because like I said, if you wanna now long all the way, let's say the rejection highs, this will be your entry, your stop loss the last week low, and your take profit will be rejection high. Like absolutely beautiful trades, like super beautiful trade. And yeah, this one is ongoing right now. Let's do, okay, I'm gonna do one example more, like random one somewhere here. Let's just zoom in and let's see what's going on here. So the first thing what I notice is exactly the same thing here. So how the price want to break above it, rejections, want to break above it, and now price is going down after, because we don't have any more energy. So level of the holder. So like you see it, we have rejection. Now prices were going back level of the holder, retested, and now it is the same thing what we was talking about every USD. So all the energy what we have, it was this movement, this was all the energy what we have, what we can gather in this zone. And now you see price action making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and we actually break that zone now here and making the last high here. So to identify and to understand that thing is we don't have any more energy in that zone, so that's mean the price want to go back in the next zone, and the next zone that we have is here. When we're gonna break this one here, and let's bring this one here. So now we see we have this we have this rejection high. And now we see prices and even didn't reach that rejection high what we have here, and we have just clean break downside to the same level of the holder. And now we see we respect that zone, and that was our all the energy what we gathering here was just this much. And now do the same thing, rejection highs. Oh yeah, it's all good. And now we see how market was gathering more energy. So if we're gonna box in this movement, when we're gonna box in this movement, so this was all the energy what we gathering, and that was the maximum push what we can make to gathering that energy. And now price was breaking again, so now we know price is gonna go much more lower to gathering more energy, because we don't have more energy to break, because right now when we have to break back to the rejection high, we have to break that zone, and we have to break all those rejection highs. We need loads of energy to do that. So now let's go back and let's see a new zone. So we see this one here pushing, backing here. So now we have two those ones are gonna take this low and this body lows here. And I'm gonna break this one. I'm gonna bring this one here. Oof. What a beautiful trade, like perfetto. To take here short, it's pretty good. Stop loss back to rejection high. Yeah, stop loss rejection high. Absolutely beautiful trade, like beautiful. And price is even going more. So what is then so there is the structure break, and retest was all the way down here. Same thing, let's gonna take this retest level. Ooh, this one, the body lows. And like you see, price action start ranging between this zone and this zone. And to get more information of those huge wicks are same thing, like when the price is going down now in that point here, so we gathering all this energy here, and this was maximum push what we can do. So price was going back to gathering absolutely more energy even, and this was the maximum push what we can do, but we get rejected on our last zone. So price is going down to gathering more energy, a lot energy, and again we get rejected and even didn't break the rejection highs. And now price is going even more lower to gathering all this huge energy here. Yeah, and now we see again the same thing. The price even didn't reach our rejection high, what was this one here, and after that price is just melting down. Exactly the same all the time, same thing. We don't have energy to break higher. That's mean we have to go gathering more energy in the on the previous levels. So let's go found this previous level here. Same thing, wick to the body, because this is gonna be okay, too much in the back. So let's bring this one same thing, just going here, and now you see exactly the same thing. We're gathering this much energy, and that was our like highest point where we can push the price. After that, same thing, melting down, retested and going even, like it's crazy. And this is how you can found your trades. Just you already noticed that point, going lower, gathering energy, didn't have much, we have to go more lower to gather more energy and more lower, and then this one was pretty huge move. And then like we see, all this is gathering much more energy to go all the way back to breaking those zones, and now price is gonna just shoot up because we have loads of energy what we're gathering, so we're gonna just fly through those zones. It's pretty crazy actually. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we have more here. Ooh, my trade today. I was taking my trade out when we have the second high, because it's Friday and we don't have much more energy to push market anymore, so most likely Monday we're gonna go higher and higher and higher. So but why this move was happening, like when this zone was here, so it's basically exactly the same thing. Like this zone was failing because see those retesting here, so we're gathering much more energy. So all this energy what we're gathering here and all this energy what we're gathering here was pushing price up, and now when we're gonna use the same level of holder. So after this first retest what we have, I was taking my entry in, and my first take profit was back to that zone. But because it's Friday and I see already, you know, price start ranging, so after the second one I was taking my trade out here. Stop loss lower than the rejection here, and still very beautiful trade, super beautiful trade. And right now, like we see, we're gonna reach that zone, the bullish zone what we see in the, when we go back in the Bitcoin, when we was talking about this bullish zone here. So, and the same thing is what was happening is right now we're respecting that same zone here. The price is respecting that zone, so because I see this respect, so most likely on Monday we're gonna start going higher. Okay, that's it in today's video, and have a super awesome weekend, and see you in the Monday. Okay, ciao.